We'll start with some opening remarks from Coach.
Yes. Oh, opening remarks. It's been a journey, with this squad, and we still have one more game to play, and proud of how the young ones are starting to, play through a lot of things, starting to develop. You see some positives out there, with the veterans. They've had a lot on their shoulders to, keep the puzzle together. And, hats off to Connecticut. They have a team, a running machine right now that's running into the playoffs. And I know that they are, fine-tuned right now towards the end of the season. And best of luck to them going forward.
Just about Connecticut, really solid team that just played here the last 2 nights. What stands out to you most about them?
Oh, wow, physical. I mean, they play physical. They can also, hurt you inside the paint. They do a good job for his outside shooting. When they spot up shooting, and so they got scores. They got things in the paint. Jones coming off the bench, helping them a great deal. Forcing the middle, and then the addition of Odyssey Sims helped the guide to back up for point. They got a pretty balance of players. So. But yeah, they're going to be tough going forward in the playoffs. That's for sure.
Fred,
Mm-hmm.
Fred, you mentioned the young players kind of learning to play through. One of those players, probably Kennedy Carter, making a return today. What did you think about getting her back onto the court?
Yeah, I thought she was a little bit off rhythm, and she was happy to be back out there and moving around, and certain plays she tried to make kind of rush some things, but. I was happy to see her, play basketball and enjoy things, and kind of put her in a position tonight to get in there when the score was still tight. And then a lot of it towards the second half when it was, big lead to still, try to get a rhythm. But super athlete, great player. She's done some good things for me tonight.
Considering where she came from last year in Atlanta, she didn't play a lot. There was a little bit of controversy there, how she came here. Where is she kind of just growing into the league, just from a maturation standpoint, to be able to stick here for a while? Because obviously she's very talented.
Yeah, I think it's more than basketball. It's the mental, and sometimes that gets personal. Sometimes people don't understand that. I protect players on that. And I know a lot of people like to see them out there doing, but it's more of things off the court, and it kind of carries on to the court. But I protect her on a few things, and she knows that. And so I was happy to see her play tonight and be happy of playing basketball, and don't ever want to lose a player because they feel that they don't want to play basketball anymore. So. She's back out there. You'll see her again on Sunday.
Coach, given the fact that the team is now mathematically eliminated, how will you, change your approach on Sunday? Will we maybe see some of the vets sit? We might see a different starting lineup, but what's the approach now that the playoff contention is out of the picture?
Yeah, I think you pretty much see the same starting lineup out there. I probably play a lot more of the younger players, and I know NECA tweaked her ankle a little bit towards the end of the game, so I don't know how much I have of her, but for the younger group, I'd make sure they get out there and get some more experience of being in the game, and we still approach it as another game. Watch film, have practice. Tomorrow we have off. Come back Sunday at Southern Cal, have practice there, and then get prepared for a game on Sunday afternoon.
Go to Jackie.
Hey, Coach, we've talked about chemistry and the team needing to build chemistry all season. Just a few minutes ago, we asked a question to Kennedy that made her a little bit uncomfortable, but Brittany immediately jumped in and defended her. And it was really actually great to see. Have you seen that chemistry develop? Do you think that there's a solid chemistry now between the team that they didn't have even at the middle of the season? Yeah,
I mean, they really protect one another, it's like the sisterhood, they speak up for each other in those certain answers Kennedy may not want to answer, but Brittany was somebody's going to speak up, you know, and I think it was in the reverse order, you know, Kenny would probably would have done that for Brittany too. But, you know, my job as a coach is to instill, you know, personalities and love for each other as players, but also as a coaching staff, but for the love for the game and, you know, love for when you get away from basketball. And for her to do that, that was huge because that's the type of person Brittany is.
And do you think going forward, that kind of leadership that we're seeing from Brittany, as well as that chemistry next year, that's going to make all the difference for who this team is as far as building their identity?
Yeah, I mean, this whole season's been a journey, you know, a lot of obstacles, a lot of, you know, stoppage of things. And it's been a big travel experience for us. I think the main thing we look at in our mind is the travel, you know, which has been really tough on us. And, you know, it's kind of caught up with us a few times and a few games to still play through it. But going forward with this group, they have a lot. They learned a lot this past season, and they know what to do on the off season to prepare for next season. Mm-hmm.
Coach, as an interim head coach,
Mhm.
why is it important for you to protect your players, in particular, Kennedy Carter?
Because she's human, I'm human. I think too many people in the outside world wants to get into other people's world of what's going on. And it's important to me as a coach. I'm more like a godfather in this league. Me and Mike Tebow is probably the oldest active coaches in this league. And for me, it's important for that because those are personal things that Kennedy Carter and I talk about that, you know, it savors her to continue on her career. And so I protected on that end on some things. And probably that you never know. But all I know is she was out there playing basketball today and having fun.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.